まもなく1番前後電車が使いたいします。
Hello everyone, welcome back to Tokyo Talk 101. My name is Gregory Tycho. I'm joined here by dashing young Takumi Kawakami, who's an expert on all things Japanese. We're going to be learning some more Japanese today. In fact, we're going to be learning how to introduce ourselves, let's say, after you say hello when you meet someone. All right, Takumi, so how do we say my name is?
Watashi no namae wa something desu.
So I would say, Watashi no namae wa Greg desu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Cool. And so what do these words mean?
Okay, so when you break it down, watashi is I.
Okay.
Yeah, so watashi is the most standard translation of I.
Okay.
There are many ways of saying I.
Ah, great.
But we won't go into all of them. Watashi is the one that is gender neutral, is polite enough, and can be used all the time.
Okay.
So remember that one. Watashi is I.
Watashi no. And what is the no doing there?
Yeah, no is a particle that joins a owner and a possession.
Okay.
So no is making the name yours.
I see. So
Yeah.
watashi no means it belongs to me.
Yeah, so you could say watashi no apple.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's kind of like putting an apostrophe S in English, like Greg's apple.
Yeah, and then namae, that one you can probably guess is name.
Okay. That's a beautiful one because it's one of the rare words in Japanese that's actually close to the word in English, isn't it?
Yeah.
Namae.
Yeah.
It's N-A-M-A-E, so that's all you're doing is basically sticking an extra A into name.
Yeah. Watashi no namae wa.
Wa.
So the wa is the topic marker and signifies that we're talking about this subject.
Okay. Name. So it's going along with name.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a hard one to translate. It doesn't directly translate to English because we don't have it
Yeah.
in English.
Right. Okay. Watashi no namae wa Greg desu.
Yeah.
And des, what is that doing there?
So des is pretty much saying it is.
It is.
To be.
Okay. So my name, Greg, is. So we have an is at the end.
Yeah. So that happens all the time in Japanese. Des always comes at the end of your sentence when you're
okay.
saying something is something.
Right, okay. So Japanese, it seems like it's going to have the verb at the end of the sentence generally.
Yeah.
Okay.
The structure is completely different to
Okay.
English. If we're going with an example, this apple is red. We would say, this apple wa red des.
Red des. Okay, I gotcha. So des, and again, that's a desu. It looks like desu when you write it, but when you say it, you just say des.
Yeah.
It's one of these
DES is
mystery
fine.
U's
Des.
that disappears. Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you say, what is your name?
So you, the whole word of you is actually a very tricky business in Japanese.
Okay.
There are many ways of saying you, and it's the same thing with I.
Okay.
There's many ways of saying I, whereas in English there's only one way to say it, so it's awesome. But even though there are many ways of saying you, Japanese people tend to not say you. They would more tend to say person's name
Okay.
and go son.
Okay. But the difficulty here is we don't know your
Yeah.
name. Okay.
Yeah. So if we don't know their name, we can use the word anata.
Anata.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the very standard translation of you.
Okay.
So if you're saying what is your name, we would say Anata no onamae wa. So you might have noticed there is an o in front of that namae. You can go without saying the o, but the o just makes it very, very polite.
I see. So are you being especially polite because it's the other person's name?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, you would never say o in front of your
I
own
see.
namae.
Because you want to put down your own name. Like,
Yeah,
my name is
so-
crap, but your name is...
Yeah, my name's correct.
What is your awesome name?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just very polite to say or when you're asking them, but you wouldn't put that politeness on yourself
Okay.
because you want to be humble.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So anata no. So anata means you. That no
Yeah.
is the same no, meaning
Yeah.
apostrophe s, basically.
Yeah.
Onomai wa, and that's it. That's, Okay. So you told me that the Japanese generally avoid saying you. So would it be okay to just say like a shortened form of that without the you in it?
Yeah, so you can just shorten that to onamae wa.
Onomai wa. So that literally just means the name.
Yeah.
Or name, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, but I guess
It's not as rude as name, but
But it translates well somehow.
Yeah.
It's clear you're asking the
Yeah.
person their name. Let's try this. Watashi no namae wa Greg desu. Onamae wa?
watashi no namae wa Takumi desu.
Now at the end there, we sort of feel the need for another phrase. They're like, nice to meet you, or
Yeah.
something like that. So how do
Yeah.
you say that or a corresponding phrase in Japanese?
So a lot of times translations and interpretations of languages aren't direct literal translations because it just doesn't work in the other language.
Yeah.
So with nice to meet you, There is no literal translation to that we would say. But what we would say when we meet someone is Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this phrase is known to be one of the hardest phrases to define and translate to English. It's a very common phrase. A few valid interpretations for this phrase are, I'm counting on you, please be kind to me, please take care of me, I am in your debt.
Wow,
And
that's pretty intimate for somebody you just met.
nice to meet you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
interesting.
yeah, obviously in this context it is a nice to meet you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I guess there's a cultural thing. It doesn't directly translate or make sense really in English,
Yeah,
but
there's nothing quite like it in English.
I'm gonna try that sometime. Next time I meet somebody just in English, I'll just say, "Please be nice to me" after
Yeah.
introducing.
No,
I'm counting on you.
what you should do, use these words that we're learning as much as you can in your everyday life, because
Right.
some people just learn it, keep it in their head,
Yeah.
but when it comes to the situation to use it, it's hard for them
Yeah,
to
you
use it.
can't
because-
remember it. If you can, yeah, you have to hang out with Japanese somehow if you're not actually in Japan.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
even if you don't have any Japanese friends, use it with your English-speaking friends. They might look at you weird, but still, it's coming out of your mouth.
That's true.
which
That's
is
true.
the important
Or
part.
go to a Japanese restaurant. Although sometimes people working in a Japanese restaurant are not really Japanese, so they might have
Right.
no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, mostly Chinese people.
Yeah.
You'll be learning Chinese. You can drop off the onegaishimasu in that phrase, yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
Oh, you can. Okay.
And it can just be yoroshiku. That can only be used by people who are above the person
I see.
that they're speaking to.
That's right. It's all your place in society.
Yeah.
Determines what you can say
Yeah.
to people, right?
Yeah, again, that's a really big thing in Japan that we don't have in Western countries,
Right.
the social hierarchy.
Yeah.
That is really strong. If you're above, then there are certain words you get to use to people below you. And over here, it's all just, you're a professor, your students will call you Greg.
Yeah, they
probably.
call me. That's right. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
All right, so let's try to recap and maybe just have a little conversation now. So let's say you and I are meeting for the first time, and I say konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Watashi no namae wa Greg desu. Anata no onamae wa?
Watashi no namae wa Takumi desu.
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
And you can also, the anata no, remember you always can just say onomae wa.
Yeah.
If you want to just
Namae wa.
shorten it a little bit, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's it for this lesson, and we'll be saying jane.
Jane.